Good evening, my viewers and listeners. One day, in late fall, relatives from a neighboring village invited us, with my younger brother Patrick, to their house for Halloween. After collecting sweet trophies from all the neighbors, and also having parroted them at will, we moved back. It was well past midnight, and the full moon shone with a bright, dead white light that made the low-hanging branches seem to be cast of silver, in some places tarnished by time. The air was saturated with moisture. It had rained heavily the day before, but now the sky was clear and stretched above us like a bottomless well, entangled in a bright web of stars. Everything seemed to have fallen into slumber. Not even the usual singing of crickets, those indefatigable fiddlers of the night, could be heard. The road, rising slightly, led us to a ravine, and circled along it, pressed against the cliff by the dilapidated fence of an old abandoned village cemetery. Laughing loudly and joking with each other, we tried to drive away the sticky fear slowly crawling under our shirts. You know, they say Jack the blacksmith is buried in this cemetery. The one who first carved a horrible face into a pumpkin and put a candle in it, I said. Bullshit, Pat said. There was no blacksmith, and the story was invented by a clever farmer to make his pumpkins sell better. There's nowhere to sell them in the fall. And also, I persisted, they say Jack once scared the devil himself with his pumpkin. He was so offended that he put a curse on him to walk the earth with that stupid pumpkin and scare people forever on the night of November 1st. There ain't no Jack, I tell you. I ain't got nothing to say. But he didn't have time to finish. A stranger of medium height appeared from behind the corner, easily carrying a huge pumpkin with two hands, from the horrible grin of which a bright orange light was pouring onto the road. Hey guys, what are you scared of? Hey Ginger, I see you have a heart pounding, so that soon a hole in the belly will punch and jump out on the road. Loudly chuckled stranger through Pat. I opened my mouth to reply, but my gaze fell on the large puddle that separated us from the stranger. It reflected the full moon and the fiery gourd the stranger was holding, but it seemed to hang in the void. Its owner was not reflected in the mirror of the water. I elbowed Patrick, but I didn't have time. Shut your goddamn mouth with your goddamn pumpkin, Pat said. You got that right. About the devil and the pumpkin, the boy said cheerfully. He made some elusive movement, and his head disappeared, as if it had never been there. And in its place, a huge pumpkin glowed with an evil, suddenly white fire. A scalding light spurted from its eyes, and its orange teeth bared in a terrible smile, and a very loud, deafening, if not from the pumpkin, certainly not from a human throat, wild laughter erupted over the ravine. I had never run so fast in my life. We jumped into the ravine and carried on, sliding down the slope and breaking bushes. How our necks remained intact is still a mystery to me. Apparently our death was not in the plans of the creature that met us on the trail. After running for at least a mile, we tripped over some driftwood and tumbled on a wet carpet of fallen leaves. What was that? Asked Pat, breathing hard. Didn't you see it yourself? I wheezed. We trotted quickly toward where the trail should have been. Soon, a gap between the trees gleamed, and we were out of the ominous place. Sweet dreams to you, my friends.